Welcome back, this is ClayJitsu. Today I'm going to take you through how to play Lobotomy Corporation. It is a very interesting strategy game, technically a real-time strategy game, but you can pause anytime, and there's a lot of times when there's no time constraints at all, so really a very light real-time strategy game. The game itself is not light, but it's really kind of close to a turn-based strategy game. I'm going to actually delete all my progress just to show you from the beginning. So I'm going to click on this lobotomy sign here. Everything gets deleted. Yes. All right. So moving forward, first day. I don't know why it says this. So I'm just going to say yes. We're going to be skipping through most of the story just so we can focus on the actual gameplay mechanics. You'll be presented with these abnormalities to select. You will not know what they are. You'll have this little clue, but you won't know what they are until you actually work with them, research them. You basically work with abnormalities and then get energy boxes, and you use the energy boxes to research them or get weapons and armor based on those abnormalities. Kind of a cool idea. I'm just skipping through all this. So we have to get through the day, and then also there's missions which are kind of like side quests. The first one is to carry out an abnormality job, which is the basic thing you're doing 3 times. All right, so we're unlocking our first team. Teams are basically departments that handle 4 abnormalities or up to 4 abnormalities. Alright, so we have one person already, Oz, who is already hired. We're going to use this lob, which is the currency of the game, to hire a couple more people. We're going to drag them to the department. And we're going to start. Alright, so right now, there's no time constraints. I could sit here forever and nothing would happen. There's a lot of information. This basically just means that this is a healing room, and every employee has hit points, like they have health, they have physical health and mental health. And these rooms that have this growing bar heal both. Every time it gets to the end, it heals another chunk of both physical and mental. This is our first abnormality. So the way you address the abnormality is you click on the room, and then you have to select how you want to do it. Instinct, attachment, repression, or insight. Now you don't know yet. You have to find out. You have to try one and see how well it does. So let's just go ahead and try instinct. And all of our people are brand new, so they're all level 1 everything. So we'll just try hose first. Later we'll be able to fast forward. But for now, we'll just kind of watch them go to work. Zoom in with the mouse wheel. And we'll see how instinct works. Alright, so these green boxes are good. That means we're being successful. Red boxes are unsuccessful, and we sometimes take damage. See these things in the corners? That's damage that happens. So instinct not working too well so far. And hose is getting hosed. Alright, so this is how many successful boxes there are. There's 3, and there's the 3. This is how difficult or how damaging the abnormality is. We don't know yet, because we have to research that. This is what's called the Quiphath counter. I think I'm pronouncing that right, which basically means that we don't know what it is yet. We have to research it. And as it goes down, if it reaches 0, the thing escapes or uses an ability. So a bad thing happens. This is how many unspent boxes we have. It matches this because we haven't spent any yet. Alright, so we're going to try this again. So we'll hit briefing. So what did we do? We did instinct. Let's try insight. Now, I think hose took damage last time, but it's been healed because they were in in that room that heals you. So we'll let hose give it another try. This time we're going to use, I think I picked I think I picked instinct for this one. So this up here, this bar up here, is how much we need to successfully end the day. We have 3 out of 15. When it gets to 15, we will be allowed to end the day, but we can keep going if we want more boxes, so we can get more research and stuff like that. This bottom bar is the quip path counter. And basically whenever that reaches the end, something bad will happen. Now at first there are things that are not very bad, like you have to go to a room within 30 seconds or else there will be a meltdown and the thing will escape, or it'll steal some of your energy. Those things are not that bad. So as you can see, we did better with that. So instinct is better than insight. Let's try repression. I'm actually specifically avoiding attachment because I know attachment is the best one, and I want you to kind of get an idea of how the game works when you're exploring the new abnormalities you meet. So we'll try repression and see how that works. Now when Hose goes into this room again, this will go up one more block, and then after the next block, there will be a quip path meltdown, which at first they're not that bad. Like for example, it'll make you go to a room or else there'll be a countdown to something bad happening. But later it can get really bad, like they can escape and wreak havoc and kill your employees. So it definitely gets bad. Okay, this is actually working much better. Repression. We're still getting damage. See these smoky things in the corner that happen whenever we get a red one? Like that right there? That is damage, either mental or physical. I think if it's red, it's physical damage. If it's blue, it's mental damage. Alright, so day 1 work complete, but just for the experience, what we'll do is we'll go back in, we'll do attachment this time, and we'll let Hose do it again. Notice they took some blue damage. You just saw it for 1 second, and that was healed up in this room. Now, if it does all the blue damage that they have, like 20 or whatever, then so even though the damage color in the room is red, it's still doing damage to their blue, which is their sanity. So as we can see, relationship is working better than the other ones. Now, we had that meltdown thing I was talking about, but it was that you have to send someone to the room, and because someone was in the room, it didn't actually show it. If there was a second room here, it would have glowed red and there would have been a countdown. Okay, so relationship worked the best. We have 24 unspent boxes. We got 9 just now. So what do you do with the boxes? Besides the fact they fill up your day, you can also click on this. You click on the entity's name, and you could spend your boxes to find out what treatment is best for it, like attachment, for example. You can find out any special effects that it has. You can find out whether or not it can escape, and if so, what are the conditions of its escape. You can find out basic information like its name, what kind of damage it does. So you'll want to get this all eventually, but usually I start with these, so I have an idea of how to treat it. By the way, I didn't have to wait till the end of the day for this. I could have done this as I got the boxes, and I usually do, and I'll do that from now on. But I was talking about other stuff. So I'm just going to unlock these. So the lines are here because it's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So a level 4 or 5 instinct employee will have common success. Level 4 or 5 insight employee will have high success. Anyone of any level who tries relationship will have high success. And this is common, common, low, low, low. So if you had a level 1 repression person try repression, they would have low success. You'd have mostly red boxes and take a lot of damage. So obviously you want to avoid that. But you have to learn. You won't know that at first. You have to go in here and spend the boxes that you get to find out about the abnormality. Alright, so I have 16. I have exactly enough for basic information. So he attacks with white damage, which it has different effects. There's white, red, I believe purple, and blue. Actually, it's the same as this. Red, white, purple, and blue. And it has different effects on different things. different employees, also has different effects on different monsters. You can also, it also unlocks, you can make armor once you know enough about the abnormality. So probably when I unlock this one will maybe open. Or I could do these two. Let's get escape information. Oh, look at that. It doesn't escape. So that means it has no counter. So that means it will basically never escape. I don't think it has any special abilities, so I think this one is pretty safe. Like, I think you could even let the Quiplath, what is that actual word? Let me go to it here. You can go to the, well, let's just say day 1 complete. Hey, I got an S rank, 0 dead, skip to next day, yes. Okay, so I have to pick a new one. The only clue you have is this blurb at the bottom. So I know what this one is, just from my past experience. And I don't know what this one is. So I actually don't know either of these outside ones. So let's click on the curse continues and see what it is, just so we can explore a new one. We're going to skip the story. Complete 4 jobs with a result of good or higher. Shouldn't be too hard. We'll unlock another place in the control team. Because we completed that mission of addressing 3 or abnormality cases, you can pick one of these rewards. The reward I'm going to pick is game speed acceleration, just so that we can make this tutorial not, be any slower than needed. Firm. Alright, so we have another spot, so we will hire Shao and drop Shao right here. So we have all that research we did from last time. We'll get more research this time. We'll be able to buy weapons and armor to make our guys more effective at stuff that will happen later, like escaped abnormalities. There are things called ordeals where you have to fight things that show up in your facility. I think we're good. Ego list is just weapons and ego suits. We haven't researched those yet, but we probably will this time. So let's start. Alright, so we have this new thing. So yeah, I have not seen this before. This is new to me. I don't know what this is. Alright, so what we're going to do is we just have to pick one randomly. I'll just start with instinct. Everyone's level 1 instinct. We'll just send hose. Alright, this guy we know is attachment, so we'll send anyone because they're all high. Alright, I am interested in seeing how hose does here. He's tense. Ooh, he's taking damage already, so instinct does not look good. Maybe even so far. Oh, actually, oh, yeah, it looks even so far. Taking some damage. We already know that this one's going reasonably well, because we know that attachment is the way to go. And it looks like he's doing pretty well. It's still going to be like in the average, I think. And we're definitely going to try a different one. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to click on his name, and okay, so we know that instinct works commonly well, at least for a level 1 person. Let's use our boxes to unlock instinct. Alright, so common, common, low. So we're probably not going to try this one either. We'll probably try attachment next. Alright, so we'll send somebody else there. We'll try attachment. This hose took some damage from this guy, so we'll let them rest in the room. We could just sit here because there's no time limit. See, he's already almost full on sanity. It really doesn't matter that I know of, so let's actually just send hose back here. We're going to do attachment. We'll do attachment here also, of course. Now notice, as soon as they both go in there will be that first meltdown, but probably nothing will apparently happen because the first meltdown result is usually it's Clip-Hoff meltdown, Wow, they didn't like that at all. Oh no, this is not good. Hose might get hosed here. Wow, definitely not attachment. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, so Hose is in a panic. We're not going to keep this day, let's just retry. But what we're going to do is we need to suppress him. Unfortunately, we only have red weapons, which does not help. It does damage, it doesn't help them. I actually don't even know if there's any way to help someone if you don't have white or black weapons. We're just going to do suppression order on him with red weapons and just see what happens. It might kill him, I don't know. Well, I don't think it's going to go well for Hose. Let's find out. Gonna die. Oh, dead. Okay. Alright, so what did we learn? We learned not to use instinct, insight, or attachment. Actually, instinct worked average well, and I think we discovered that this would be low because everyone's at level 1. So definitely not either attachment or insight. Instinct if you have to, but I bet repression will be better. So we're going to retry. That information doesn't change, you learn. This is very much a game about naturally learning what the new things do. Alright, so we're going to start, we're going to go here, we're going to go repression, hose, attachment, anyone. Either one can be anyone because they're all level 1 at this point. Alright, I'm definitely interested in seeing how this goes. We can speed up since that was our reward we got last time. Man, still only common. Well, a little better. Alright, well maybe repression's the way to go then. Okay, repression looking pretty good. Okie doke. So, why don't we, let's see, we haven't gotten these managerial works. Let's get both of those since that's all the information. And now we can just, so one sin on hundreds of good deeds, the name of this abnormality, restores the employee's sanity points when the work result is good. After fully producing PE boxes, I think that means when they're all good, one sin in 100 good deeds restores the SP of all employees in the department, which is nice. So not the ones in the other departments we'll get later. Okay, so now we can spend all the boxes that we get in the future on weapons and armor from this abnormality. Alright, so now, more interestingly, let's come over here. So suppression obviously is the best one. So we don't need to buy these boxes right now. Okay, so escape information is important, but we can't afford it yet. We could save up for it. I'm interested in knowing about, these are like special effects that it might have, so let's check this out. The success rate for the task was highest when repression was performed. Okay, thanks for the spoiler game. Repression was effective in box production, but it greatly diminished the health of this guy. So when we repressed him, it greatly diminished his health. Okay, well, let's open the next one. When tasks other than repression were performed, his health improved. So maybe you have to alternate. That's interesting. Don't have enough for this other interesting information. So tell you what, oh, let's look at him. He's like bent over now. Oh my, okay, so I think that might mean, I don't think he was bent over before. I think that means, alright, what was the one that worked pretty well? Instinct? He looks maybe less healthy now. Alright, so we'll go with, I think it was Instinct. We'll go with Attachment. See, now we're going to get a level 2 meltdown. Let's see what happens. Is he going to, like, heal or whatever? He's going to stand up more. Okay, good. He did stand up more. So how stand-uppy he is. Alright, and there we go. Day 2 work complete. Now we could keep going and like grind for more boxes and stuff like that. Let's see what this third thing is. Several repression tasks were performed on Beauty and the Beast. Oh, the name is Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast collapsed with a weak moan. After Beauty and the Beast was gone, suffered an odd phenomenon. Soon a new Beauty and the Beast was born. The employee who carried out the task suffered an odd phenomenon. I have to know what that is. Alright, so instead of finishing the day, we're just going to do a bunch of repression tasks in a row. And I want to see what this odd phenomenon is. Meanwhile, we can... Hey, look at that. We can make a suit. I guess we'll make more of them while we're waiting, because I gotta see what this is. So I see he's getting wounded. Look at that. He's like down in the dumps now. Alright, let's do it again. Don't report me for animal abuse. Abnormality abuse. It's like Zoo Tycoon. You ever play that game? That's what this is like. It's like Deadly Zoo Tycoon. Huh, they left in the middle of it with that before it was done. That's interesting. Oh, he's panicking. Was that the odd result? Let's do another repression here. Whoa! Everyone is dead? What the heck? Wow. Oh no, let's see. Everyone is panicked or dead. Okay, now we know what happens. Alright, so that is Lobotomy Corporation for you. We didn't go over everything, but this should at least get you started. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will catch you next time.